And I guess this is Laura Van. What's good? Smash that like button. How y'all doing? 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 This is day 2 of trying to get this channel to 100 followers before the end of the week. Before I go back to my main channel. So, how's everybody doing? Hopefully, y'all tuning in. Y'all smashed the like button already. Because we do need 20 likes on this stream. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So please just vibe. You dig? Bro, hopefully everybody's having a good, blessed day on this fine, lovely Sunday. You dig? This is a Q&A, so y'all can't ask any and everything. No questions are too dumb to ask. So how y'all doing? What's good, Pearl? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oh my God, Lily was in the chat. Bro, how are you guys doing? Let me know. Hey, stay hydrated, chat. I need you guys dying on me. You dig? Man, today I ended up switching my whole workout routine. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. So I still want to get like, I want to say 20 to 30 pounds heavier. But at the same time, though, I'm not even gonna lie to you. At the same time, I was like, I don't want to be bulky with it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be super. I want to be like lean. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I was like, what can I do to make sure my body weight is still lean while still trying to achieve my fitness goals? So currently, I decided that I gotta incorporate a little bit more of cardio. You know what I mean? I gotta incorporate my cardio for surely. So with that being said though, after the stream is I'm gonna go for a little run. Now, my goal is to hit at least a mile. Now, I can do it or get semi close to doing it on the treadmill. I ain't never did it like actually ran a mile like in the free world. You know what I mean? Treadmill is a little bit different, but in the free world, I think I can make it work. Hopefully everybody feeling blessed, not stressed. Who we got up in the chat? It's gonna be an interesting couple of days, considering I'm not streaming to my regular chat. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be really interesting. But I'm looking forward to the journey. You know what I mean? I don't never run from nothing. I don't never run from nothing. You know what I mean? It's all about having fun with it. You know what I mean? Whenever you're chasing your goals, you're chasing your dreams, bro. Just remember to have fun, because there's gonna be times in the future where it's not gonna feel fun, but you're still gonna have to keep going, because that's gonna possibly be your moneymaker. You dig? So right now, while you at the bottom, while you still climbing and growing and still trying to achieve and establish yourself, have fun with it. Because there will be them times where you won't be able to have fun with anything, because it's gonna feel like a job. Because that's gonna be the thing that pays your bills. You know what I mean? So like for me, for instance, right now, I'm having fun with streaming. I'm having fun with making content. You know what I mean? I'm having fun making music. But there's gonna be times where I'm gonna be stressed, because I'm gonna have all eyes on me. And if I fail, then I'm gonna have everybody talking. But you know, one thing about me is I don't listen to the chatter. You know what I mean, chat? I don't listen to the chatter. What I do is something I feel as though like everybody could do, but maybe they lack confidence in themselves. Maybe they don't believe that they can achieve the impossible. You know what I mean? And for me only, right? Where a lot of hard work, I know I can achieve anything. Anything in this world is obtainable with the right mindset, the right energy, and as well as the right work ethic. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be something in life, you got to make sacrifices. If you don't make them sacrifices, you ain't gonna be able to be stuff in life. You dig? You're gonna still be in the same position. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice fun. You gotta sacrifice the fun to get to where you want to be right now. I mean, in the future. You dig? I know I'm gonna have a whole bunch of fun when I really get to a point in my life where I feel secure financially, as well as like in my everyday life. You know, when I don't have to look over my shoulder and think about, oh, if I spend this X amount of money, then I'm gonna be broke this week or that week. You know what I mean? Don't be thinking about it like that. That's why I say, like, whatever you doing, make sure you having fun with it, cause it's easy to get clouded by the fact that you may not be achieving your goals, or if you are achieving your goals, it may not be coming as fast enough as you want. You know what I mean? There's stuff like that that happens. Like, you may not be getting to where you really want to be fast enough or in a timely manner. But just know, the ones that wait it out and thug it out and um allow things to flow, God always blesses you with abundance. You know what I mean? He's gonna bless you with abundance. Now listen, I'm not saying he's gonna make you filthy rich. I'm not saying I'm not saying he's gonna like completely make you a billionaire, give you generational wealth. No, no. And abundance doesn't always have to equate to money. You know what I mean? And that's the thing people don't understand. Abundance doesn't always have to equate to money. It can equate to new opportunities. You know what I mean? Like, I've been blessed with a lot of new opportunities since, like, I let God do what he got to do. You know what I mean? I let God take the wheel of my life right now. You know what I mean? I only control what I know I can control, and everything that's out of my control, I let God take the wheel. I let him control it. I let him be the dictator on whether I'm going to succeed or not. You know what I mean? Because only God knows. I could put in all the work in the world, but only God knows where all of my hard work is going to lead me at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people fail to realize, that you could put in a lot of work. Hell, you could go on the meanest run in the world, but that don't guarantee success. It doesn't. It doesn't. Because look, chat, look where I'm at now. Even though I'm gonna get my channel back, but I was just sitting at, truth be told, I was just sitting at 1K. I did 2K last, like, a couple weeks ago. Now we trying to hit 100 followers over here. Jesus Christ. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. What's good, Toe? How you doing? You said, why you got a condom on your head? Bro, I don't have a condom on my head. It's a running beanie. I was just yapping about, I'm going on a jog after this. I've switched my whole workout routine. So instead, I realized that I didn't want to get bulky, right? But I'm also in the gym heavily, but I didn't want to get super bulky. And when I mean bulky, I still want to be able to scratch my back and stuff like that. You dig? So with that being said, right, I was like, what can I do? So I was surfing the internet earlier, as I do many things, right? I was surfing the internet, and I was like, hybrid athlete. Start looking into it, right? Essentially, what a hybrid athlete is somebody that's very skillful, or well, yeah, you could say very skillful in a multitude of things. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, most gymnasts or most gym rats, right? All they do is lift. But they can't run a mile. They have bad stamina. You know what I mean? But they're super strong. But look, most guys who only run, right? They have good stamina, but they're super weak. So what if you fuse a runner and a gym rat and put them together? What do you get? Essentially, you get a hybrid athlete. So with that being said, right, I realized that not only is going to the gym good for me, right, but I should probably start incorporating not only the gym routines, but I should probably incorporate running too. So, because I was like, on the treadmill, I could run half a mile. That's the best I could do. I could run half a mile on the treadmill. But I want to get up to at least a mile, maybe 2 miles, maybe 3. Okay, 3 is pushing it. Maybe 2 miles, you know what I mean? So I was like, let me start little by little, chip away at it. Like I do with everything in life, you know? You ain't gonna get everything first try. Sometimes, depending on how easy or how hard the difficulty is or easy it is, you know what I mean? You might get it the first time. But you ain't gonna get everything though. This is the Q&A though. Make sure I smash the like button. I go by Vin. This is more Vin Live. Jesus Christ, I missed my channel. I missed my channel, chat. But nah, this is Vin. I skateboard, stream, I make music, I blog. You can find all types of content. Probably not on this channel. Dang, I missed my channel, bruh. YouTube, give me my channel back. This is crazy. Nado, how you been told? How have you been told? Hey, if y'all in the Discord, make sure y'all let them know in the Discord. Make sure you let them know in the Discord that your boy is live on Lore Event. I will be live on Lore Event till at least Friday. At the very least Friday. At the earliest, probably Thursday. You know what I mean? Just bear with me. Bear with me. This is an interesting side quest. That's what we calling this. This is more event live side quest. So until I get my main channel back, as some of you guys know, we're about to hit 2K on my main channel. I appreciate you guys though. I ain't gonna even lie to you guys. I really appreciate you guys for sticking around. We've had many stages in this YouTube journey and this content creator journey, you know what I mean? And for those who've been there since the very beginning and have been thugging it out with me since I first started, I appreciate you guys the most. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. No cap. Because like I always like to say, chat, without you guys, I'm nothing. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm just a guy with a dream. You know what I mean? And I feel so thankful every day that I have at least a few people, not everybody, but I got a few people that believe in me. You know what I mean? And you guys are sticking around and coming along to see where I take this thing. You dig? How's everybody day been? What's good, Echo? You said I retired, bro. I want my job back. You can have your job back, dude. You can definitely have your job back. No cap, Echo. Echo, you can have it back. Bro, so I found the loophole earlier, right? But then I realized something. My loophole only could last for like 30 minutes. So that's why I text y'all in the Discord, bro. I had to text y'all real fast because it wasn't gonna last that long. You dig? So then I realized something. I was like, I should probably announce that I'm streaming on my other channel. And then I sent your message. And then I also sent you how you structured. Bro, you literally structure the announcements how I would announce it. Hey, man. Hey, man. I really love you. I ain't gonna lie, Echo. I love you. I love you for that. You structured it exactly how I would structure it. Make sure you send the you send the link to the Discord. Let them guys know we live right now. Remember, chat, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So make sure y'all smash the like button. I go by Vin. This is a Q&A. So please, chat. Please just vibe. Just vibe. Just vibe. How has everybody's day been? You say you've been chilling? Bro, that's good. That's good, bro. I've been watching Avatar. I was working out earlier. Today was an ab day. Tonight I'm going to go for a nice little jog. And then probably going to eat something because, you know, I got to bulk up. We got to bulk up, chat. I'm not even going to lie to you. You said, what does your neck tab mean? Talking about this? It really means nothing. I just thought it looked cool. You know, me and my homeboy was trying to be super unique. If y'all don't know, my boy Tattoo Day, he is a tattoo artist outside of a YouTuber as well, outside of an artist as well. He did most of my tattoos, believe it or not. So me and him, I told him I wanted a neck tattoo. And he was like, me and him sat there for a second, right? It literally only lasted for 2 minutes. We sat there for a second. And he was like, how about you get a crosshair on your neck? I said, what you mean? He said, like, in Call of Duty. But instead of having the regular dot, he was like, put a heart for heartthrob. Because if y'all don't know, my artist name on all platforms, y'all should go listen to my music, by the way. I will be dropping more music soon. My artist name is heartthrobvinbeats. So, essentially what we did, chat, is we drew the whole crosshair. And in the middle, we put a heart. I don't know. I thought it was cool. And he did too, you know what I mean? So that's essentially what we did. But it has no real meaning besides, I guess, the meaning that I always ran with since high school. Well, no, I haven't had this tattoo since high school. Since like probably, when did I get this tattoo? I want to say I got this tattoo at 21, 22. So essentially the tattoo means aiming for love. So I have the heart in the middle. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I'm pointing at the right thing. So look, I got the heart in the middle, right? Essentially, it just means aiming for love. So slowly but surely, I'm aiming for everybody to love and to spread positivity. You know what I mean? Essentially. You dig? If y'all just not tuning in, make sure I smash the like button. But yeah, I'm gonna get more tattoos though. Really? I don't know, man. I'm gonna get more tattoos. I wanted to get a sleeve, but I think I want to do a thing where I just get a whole bunch of random tattoos on my arm. But I'll probably get a leg sleeve though. So essentially, right? You guys probably can't even tell. Hold on, wait. If it'll focus, hold on. Maybe I gotta turn my light down. Hold on. All right, if it'll focus. Essentially, I got Scott Pilgrim here. I took the image from a comic book. If y'all don't know Scott Pilgrim versus the World, look it up. It's a good movie. It's one of my favorite movies. So I got Scott Pilgrim here. Tatson actually did this one as well. Then I have this one. I don't know. I just thought it looked cool. I had got it from Pinterest. I just thought it looked cool. Essentially, I'm going to get Ramona from Scott Pilgrim versus the World on the side of this. And I'm going to just get a whole bunch of random tattoos on this arm. I don't know. That's the play right now, though. Essentially, that's what I'm running with right now. But, oh, man. Today's been fast. I was going to say it's been a long day, but it really hasn't. Today went by fast. I think it was because I spent the day structuring my days correctly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting tired on my off days, right? When I don't have to go to work, obviously I'm going to still stream for you guys, right? Essentially, like, I realized I got to start structuring my days so I can be more productive. You know what I mean? So it doesn't just feel like I'm just off. I'm just sitting on my ass. I'm not doing anything. Like, you know what I mean? So essentially, right? I realized, you said tattoos are not for me. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's definitely not. You said you shouldn't hide on mute error. I don't got error muted. Our head. I never muted our head. He can join the stream if you want to. He just ain't in the they just not in the Discord. That's the only thing. They just not in the Discord, but they can always join the streams, you know? But nah, essentially, right? I realized earlier, right? I was like, I want to be a better person, not just physically, but mentally. You know what I mean? Because it starts with the mind, then it trickles down to everything else in your physical. You know what I mean? So, what's good, Pearl? Make sure you smash that like button for me. Thank you. You said I swear I got asthma. Bro, that is crazy. Why do you feel like that? But nah, essentially, right? I realized I wanted to structure my days a certain way. So with that being said, right? I was like, I want to start reading, right? Because if y'all don't know, I used to read a lot as a kid. Like, the way my family was, my grandma used to have me and my sisters in the library a lot. There used to be a library that was up the street from where I used to live, right? But then it kind of got closed for like a year because Houston had a real bad hurricane. It was Hurricane Harvey. So essentially when Hurricane Harvey hit Houston, right, it flooded a lot of our infrastructure. So with that being said, you said Echo, he read your comment all wrong. Wait, what do you mean? You said you should not hide on mute error. I swear I got amnesia. Amnesia. Hey, screw you. I read it right this time. Toad. It's all good, player. Toad, wait. I just realized that. Man, I had to lock in. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even realize you was in the chat. I was reading your comments, but I wasn't reading your name. You did. You said then you had a live say up and coming for 2 days, bro. What happened was my original phone that I've been using this entire time that has gotten me from where I used to be at 151 subscribers to 1K has finally given out on me. So I have to go get that fixed. And with that being said, right, all of my information is on that phone. So I definitely have to go get that phone fixed. So with that being said, I'm locked out of everything major. I'm locked out of my Discord. I'm locked out of my main YouTube channel. I'm locked out of my main Instagram. I could go log into TikTok. I could be posted on TikTok still. But essentially, right, I don't feel the need to want to post on TikTok if I can't even post on my main YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So yeah. It'll be like that for at least the end of the week. Be expecting me back on Morven Live by at least Friday or Saturday. At the very least, Friday or Saturday. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. But no, though. What I was saying is if y'all don't know, I used to read a lot as a kid. Some of my favorite books were I ain't gonna lie, I was probably too young reading these books. I was definitely way too young to be reading these books. But if y'all want a good book series to read, it's these books called Blue for High. It's the Blue for High series, bro. It's like some real world scenarios in books. It's almost like reading a movie. I was addicted to them books. I kid you not. I also read comic books, but most of the time, at first, there was comic books, but at first, majority of the time, I was reading Blue for High books. Love them books. I ain't gonna even lie. Love them books to death. So, I was like, man, I need to get back to my roots. You know what I mean? Like, over the years, I've been neglecting stuff that made me me. You know what I mean? Like, I used to like reading a lot. Before, like, life started lifing, I used to like things like reading. What else? I was heavily into sports. Like, I'm still am, but I was bigger, more into sports then. It's just like little stuff that without what really, you got to think about it like this, chat. When the lights off, when there's nobody around, who's the real you? You know what I mean? And that's really what I've been thinking a lot about lately. Like, when I'm not streaming, when I'm not skating, when I'm not making content, when I'm not being on camera, when I'm not talking to you guys, who is the real, essentially, Arvin? You know what I mean? And I've been taking the last 2 days to really reflect on that. You know what I mean? Who am I in person? Sometimes you got to ask that. Sometimes you need a little self-reflection to really understand a lot of things. You know what I mean? You said, how are you making posts on your other account then? Essentially, dude, I got a hold of somebody else's computer charger, right? And it happened to fit my laptop. Bro, I need another charger for my laptop. So I essentially, right? Oh, and you talking about how I'm making those posts on my other channel? Bro, I schedule stuff in advance. I made those posts. I scheduled all of those posts last week. So that's how y'all get to see. That's how it looks like I'm still on my channel, but I'm not on my channel. Because I made those posts last week, dude. I do everything in advance. I like to be super prepared. I like to be like that's me. Like, if I'm doing something important or I'm trying to achieve goals important, like something important, I'll plan ahead. Remember to plan ahead, chat. You'll never want to do anything last minute. Essentially, what if I would have waited to last minute to make all these posts, right? Then me in the middle of trying to make all these posts, right? My phone would have broke and yeah, I would have completely not been on that channel. You know what I mean? That's why I plan ahead, because you never know what happens. What's going to happen the next day. You know what I mean? Always plan ahead. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. You said I missed your old account. I will be back. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back. I'm essentially locked right now, though. But I made all of those posts in advance. You dig? You said, Sam, bro, I love reading as a kid. Nah, for real. Like, you said answer the question. I just answered the question for you, player. I just answered the question. You dig? I just told you. I plan ahead. So that's how all of those posts are being made. Those are the last posts that's going to be posted on that channel today. The last things y'all see on my channel today. Then I don't have any more posts scheduled. So it kind of ran its course. I ain't gonna lie. Essentially, right, whenever a post is being made on my channel, I usually have another post behind that already being scheduled. But now I don't have anything to be scheduled anymore. So essentially, right, y'all won't see anything posted on my channel until next week or the end of the week. So it was fun while it lasted. We over here until the end of the week, though. You said, wait, how do you do that? Cause I want to do that. Damn, I wish I could show you, but are you in the Discord? Wait, damn, I can't even post in my Discord. Let me think real fast. Okay, so essentially, right, I can walk you through it. So look, essentially, right, what you do is, you know how you would make a post on YouTube, right? So you go to the you hit the little button as if you're gonna make a video, right? But you go to the post section, right? There's an arrow at the top before you, not the arrow that says post, like post the thing, right? There's an arrow at the top. It'll give you an option to schedule your post. So essentially, I schedule all of my posts 3, 4 days, 5 days in advance, in case anything ever happens to me or my channel, or I just get locked out. Like right now, I could still be able to post and still like be active on my YouTube channel without me actually being there. You said, wait, can I try real quick? Yeah, go try it. Go try it. But there's an arrow. There's an arrow at the top by your name or somewhere by your PFP. If you hit that arrow, it'll drop down and you'll be able to see that it'll say something like schedule. And you can schedule like whatever day you want to schedule your thing, time and the day. For surely, for surely, for surely, for surely. And that's what I do every day for my channels. I ain't gonna even lie. Usually, that's how I would end all of my days after I was streaming. I would have multiple posts in advance, posted for you guys. So I can wake up and that's one less thing I gotta worry about when it comes to me creating the content. You know what I mean? Because I be busy. Not only do I be on YouTube, right? I also be on Twitch. Not only do I be on Twitch, I be on TikTok. Not only do I be on TikTok, I also be on Instagram. So these are like 4 or 5 avenues that you can find more of it live on. You know what I mean? Yours truly, Vin. You know what I mean? These are all avenues. So not only am I scheduling posts for YouTube, right? I'm also scheduling posts for Instagram. Not only am I scheduling posts for Instagram, hell, I might schedule a post. Well, actually, you can't schedule posts on TikTok. That's the only place you can't schedule a post on. So essentially, TikTok is the only place that actually sees all of my posts in real time. Literally, literally, literally. But yeah, what was I saying? So back to what I was originally saying. I used to like reading as a kid, so I've been trying to get back to my default roots. You know what I mean? Cause like being around people a lot can cloud your judgment. It can make you feel weird about things that actually make you as a person. You know what I mean? So I've been taking a lot of time to be alone, to self-reflect, to be by myself, to really understand me more as a person. You know, I've been alive 26 years and I still feel like not only do I not know most people, but I don't know myself. Or I've been completely neglecting what makes me me. You know what I mean? So you said, Ben, I told the Discord you were alive a bit ago. Thank you, Echo. I appreciate you. Thank you. You the woman. You are a girl, right? We went through this before. You are a girl, right? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. But yeah, so I've been trying to go back to my roots. You know what I mean? Essentially. So with that being said though, chat, I'm finna be getting back into reading. I read my first book today. I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't finished it, but I at least got like 2 pages in. Or 3 pages in so far. So far. That's just a start. I'm gonna try to be consistent in it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna try to be real consistent on it. But no, outside of that, what else? I've switched my workout routine. I'm gonna start incorporating more cardio as well because I don't want to be super bulky. I still want to be able to scratch my back and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to completely be like Vin Diesel. Like, no. Like, I don't want to be super strong, but I still want to be able to be mobile as well as look fit and healthy. You know what I mean? So I've been doing a lot of research on like different vitamins and different supplements and stuff I could take to better help on my physical as well as mental as well as spiritual. You know what I mean? Like just bettering myself as a whole, you know? Because essentially what I'm trying to accomplish in life is basically strip down all of my bad habits and replace the bad habits with good habits. You know what I mean? You said, I read a story about someone killing a nigga. Killing a, bro, what? No way, I'm seeing a R. I know what you are. I know what you are. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm seeing an N-I-G-G. I know what the hell you are. Hold on. Time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. You gotta get a timeout for that. That was major. You gotta get a timeout for that. That was OD. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna even lie. You see, you would have been able to mask it if I didn't see the R. I put the words together and seen the R. I'm not even gonna lie. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was a 30-minute death sentence. I ain't gonna even lie to you guys, because that was crazy. But yeah, though, chat, I just wanted you guys to know I haven't been neglecting you guys. I've actually been on my own little journey right now. I've been on my own little journey as of lately, so bear with me. I just been trying to better myself, because you know what I like to think is, my biggest thing is, I can't be preaching good things, and I can't be preaching for you guys to be better in your everyday ventures without also taking my own advice and doing the same for myself. You know what I mean? So with that being said, with that being said, I also have been doing a lot of self-reflecting and trying to get myself together as well, you know? So not only can you guys be better in your everyday ventures, but I also can be better at my everyday ventures. You know what I mean? Because essentially, we all can learn and build from one another. You know what I mean? And man, it's gonna be a long journey. You know what I mean? But as long as everybody stays consistent, we all keep a winning mindset. Hey, it ain't nothing nobody can tell us. It ain't nothing nobody can do to stop us from achieving our goals. You know what I mean? The only way we could stop, the only way anything could just not matter anymore, is if essentially we just give up. And as long as we don't give up, as long as we stay consistent, as long as we put our best foot forward in everything that we want to accomplish in life, and nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us. If you're just not tuning in, I go by Vin. Smash that like button. I skateboard, I stream, I make music. Hey, you can find all types of content on all platforms. Follow me on IG at LoreVin, LOREOFVIN. Also follow me on TikTok at LoreVin, LOREOFVIN. Add me on Twitch. We are 5 followers away from 60 followers on Twitch. Go add me on Twitch at MoreVin Live, MoreOFVINLIVE. Also, I did mention I make music as well, chat. You can go listen to my music at heartthrobvinbeats on all platforms. HEARTTHROBV. You said when is our all night stream? 5-hour stream? When we hit 2K on my other channel? We gotta hit 2K on my other channel. It's either we hit 2K on my other channel, or we gotta hit 100 followers on Twitch. Whichever comes first. That's the only way y'all can get a 5-hour stream. Hell, fuck a 5-hour stream. We hit 2K or 100 followers on Twitch. Guess what? We'll do an all-night stream. We'll do an all-day, all-night stream. A full 24-hour stream. Yeah, you said not gonna lie, Say was so tough. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I'm not even gonna lie. Between Say, Born to Swag, there's a few songs that's really my personal favorites from myself. I really, lately, I've been listening to a variety of a lot of artists. I've been really mostly in my R&B bag, but, occasionally I'll step out of my R&B bag to listen to, more traditional hip-hop and, myself as well. And I've been listening to a lot of my music. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, I gotta drop some new music. I essentially have to drop some new music. Like, I'm sitting on a lot of music, right? And I also gotta record as well. I'm kind of getting back into my recording bag. I ain't gonna even lie. I think what my problem was at the beginning of the year, I had a lot going on personally, and I was battling a lot of emotions and whatnot. But I think as time went on, I started regulating my emotions to like more positive things and more positive outputs in life. You know what I mean? Instead of like just dwelling on the negative, dwelling on the stuff that I may not be able to control, or that's just what's out of my control. You know what I mean? And start focusing on stuff that I can control. Start focusing on the positive things that I have been able to accomplish in life up until this point. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to dwell on the negatives. But have you stopped to think about all the positive things, big or small, that you have been able to create? You know? When you take yourself out of a negative mindset and you replace the negative thinking and start essentially thinking about all the positive things that throughout, like for instance, you know you're not gonna want to do things every day. There's gonna be days you're gonna feel lazy. There's gonna be days you essentially just gonna want to give up. But have you ever stopped to think about them days that you did want to give up, them days you did want to like not do things, but you still got up and you still made things happen? And you still did the things that you essentially didn't want to do to begin with, but you broke out of your comfort zone and essentially you made something out of nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, chat, I'm the biggest introvert you will know. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm the biggest introvert you will ever know. Like, I'm shy as a mug. Like, in real life, I'm super shy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm super shy. But through streaming has broken me out of that mode. Like, streaming has, or just making content in general. But more importantly, being able to cut on this camera, hit the live button at the bottom of my screen, and talk to you guys every day has been chipping away from my introvertness, my shyness, and it's just been making me a better speaker. You know what I mean? Now I feel like I can step in front of a crowd full of people, you know, and give them a hard, what you call it? You said, what gender am I? You are a girl, bruh. You are a girl, a female, a woman, a girl. You said summary. He got straight. I'm gonna give you a people's elbow for that. I'm definitely gonna give you a people's elbow for that, because that's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Also, chat, none of this ever will matter without God. You still gotta keep God in your everyday routine, because without God, none of this will matter. And like, I like to think without God, you won't be as, how do I put it, as focused. And what I mean is focused, right? God always sets each individual up on a path to either success or detriment. And when I mean detriment, like you can either be on a path to success or failure. But it's whatever you choose. You could choose to keep your head down, grind, work, take things little by little, and seek success. And when I mean success, success does not always mean money. Success doesn't always mean being super duper popular. Success could be whatever you feel or what you see success is for you. You know what I mean? For me, right? A lot of people would say that I'm already being successful. You know what I mean? Like, I'm accomplishing things that maybe other people will want to accomplish, right? But they just don't have the drive. They just don't have the work ethic. You know what I mean? I've already accomplished hitting 1K on YouTube. Essentially, right now, I'm challenging myself to see if I can do it again. To see if me hitting 1K the first time was just luck, or was it like, can I do it again? You know what I mean? Because a lot of things can be just luck. A lot of things can just be luck. But there is the 1% that isn't luck. A lot of times you do need the hard work. A lot of times you do need the grind. A lot of times you do need to have a plan. And when I mean a plan of action, like things have to be structured. You can't start something new, right? And essentially think that within a year you're gonna be up there. That isn't how this works. You ain't gonna start from the bottom and instantly go up. That may happen for some guys. But chances are that won't happen for you or me. You know what I mean? Some people gotta take the longer route. Some people can't cut corners. Some people have to chip away and take things step by step. You know, I got a method for everything I do, you know? Everything I do. And everything I do, right, has a step. It has a personal goal for my, like, it really has a personal goal. Like, I have personal goals for myself, as well as I have personal goals for the mob family. You know what I mean? Now, my personal goals have nothing to do with the mob family. Like, and what I mean by personal goals, like some of my personal goals, right? I want to be able to hit, like, even if I don't hit 1K on YouTube, right? At least I could say I tried. At least I can get as high as I can on YouTube. You know what I mean? And some of my personal goals for the mob family is to have however many subscribers I happen to have that subscribe to me at the moment, right? I want all of them in the chat. I want to see everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Rather, I got 1,000 subscribers, right? I want to see all 1,000 of you guys in my chat one day. Or even on this channel. What are we sitting at? 73 subscribers right now? I want to see all 73 of y'all in the chat. Like, that's like goals that I got for the mob family. Like, small goals. But yeah, you ain't gonna always get up there. You ain't gonna always, like, it's whatever success is to you, you know? You know, you can't let another person dictate your success. Because that's when you stop believing in yourself. That's when you lose focus and you just give up, you know? You can't let somebody else's success stop you from chasing yours. Remember that. Don't let somebody else's success stop you from also chasing and achieving your success. You said that's rude to a girl that's been helping you. Echo! I'm sorry. I knew you was a girl though. I ain't gonna lie, I low-key guessed. I low-key forgot. I low-key forgot and had to be confident and stand on it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's a little thing you don't know. I low-key forgot you were a girl and I had to stand on it. It was a lucky guess and I had to stand on it. Otherwise it was gonna make it seem like I didn't know. Hey, but I knew. Hey, but hopefully everybody's achieving your goals. Everybody's feeling blessed on this fine Sunday. Hey, are we going to this next week with high energy, good spirits, and we continue to make every day better than what it was the day before. You know what I mean? You said, bro, I told you 3 months ago. I know you did. I just forgot. Don't shoot me. I just forgot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's why I had to play it off. I low-key played it off. I was like, whew. When I read your message and it said, there's no way to do a girl like that, I was like, okay, we was right. No cap. Remember, stay hydrated, chat. I don't need you guys dying on me. You dig? But essentially, chat, I'm going to be more active on this channel. Even once we get the other channel back, my main channel back, I will be posting more vlogs and like just inspirational stuff, you know, over here. So stay tuned. I will be giving you guys vlogs, day in lives over here. You know, majority of stuff that doesn't involve skating, content that doesn't involve skating and stuff like that will be over here. You know what I mean? All of my skate content, skate vlogs and whatnot will be on my More Event Live channel still. But over here, it'll be more of a introspective, realistic approach, you know? So if that's something that you're interested in, hey, by all means, stay tuned, cut on post notifications. Follow me on all platforms. All links are in the bio. And guess what, chat? I think this is going to wrap this up tonight. I love you guys. I'm very thankful for you guys supporting me on all of my ventures. If you haven't smashed the like button, make sure y'all smash the like button. Guess what, chat? We're going to be back tomorrow. I will be making announcements. We will be back tomorrow. Be blessed, not stressed, though. Y'all know I love you guys. Y'all know I love you guys.